Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next personality, guest IPS officer, Mr. Varun Kapoor.
First things first, I want to wish you a very happy Teachers' Day. And today, you got a police officer as a teacher. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. So fasten your seat belts and let's start the journey. The journey of cyber dangers, cyber threats, cyber challenges, cyber difficulties, cyber crime, and then cyber security. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Varun Kapoor. I am Additional Director General of Police in Madhya Pradesh. And today I'm going to take you on this journey with me. I have got 32 years experience as a police officer. And in those 32 years, I have served all over the world as a police officer. I have served in 5 continents as a police officer. I have been serving in Africa, in Europe, in North America, in Central Asia, in South Asia. So, major part of the world I have served as a police officer. And in this journey of 32 years in India also and all over the world. So in these 32 years as a police officer all over the world, I have seen all types of crime all over the world and dealt with it. I have seen all types of security situations all over the world and dealt with them also. And after seeing all this type of crime and dealing with all this type of security situations all over the world, if any one of you asks me today that please identify the top threats to human security, to individual security, citizen security, your security, my security, if I have to identify the top threats or maybe the number 1 threat, then at number 1 position, I will put the threat of cybersecurity. It is that big a challenge. It is not something small. But people don't take it very seriously. There are many reasons for that. We'll discuss that later. But why am I putting it at number 1 position? What is the reason for that? The reason is again also very small and very surprising. The reason is this little thing, which is with us, all of us, the whole day. So-called mobile phone. But is it just a phone? I don't think so. What is the first thing we all do in the morning? First thing in the morning, our eyes don't open, but our hands look out for this device. And first we look at it and say, oh, it's 6:30, so let's get up. First good morning where? This little thing. No mother, father, no brother, sister, no husband, wife, nothing. Good morning, here. And what is the last thing we do before we go to bed? We put it on charge and say, sleep my son, because till you sleep, how can I sleep? So the last good night where? Here. First good morning to the last good night is this little thing. So this is no longer a mobile phone, ladies and gentlemen. This is a part of our body. This is a way of life. But this is also the doorway, the gateway from which cybercrime reaches all of us. This is that gate. This is that door. And such a crime, I call it one mistake crime. You make one mistake, which you will also know when you have made it, you will not know it. And then see what can happen. Answer one wrong call. Install one wrong app. Open one wrong attachment. Download one wrong file. Accept one wrong friend request. One. And then see what can happen. You can lose 5 rupees. You can end up losing your life. So this door gets a crime to your doorstep, which can take 5 rupees from you, but which can also take your life. And this is 24 hours present, omnipresent. As I told you, it is in contact with us 24 hours. Another fact, this crime equally affects every section of society. There is no section in this society, as there is no person in this room, who can say that I will not be affected by cybercrime. Mere saath nahi ho sakta. No way. From a child to an elderly, from a city dweller to village folk, from an educated person to a not very educated person, anyone, because everyone uses this from morning to night. So 24 hours crime, danger which affects the entire society equally, and a danger which can take 5 rupees, but it also can end up taking your life. And that gate from where that danger comes to us is here. Do we do anything to lock this gate? To prevent this danger from coming to you? Unconsciously, if something happens, galti se kuch ho jaye, that's not the issue. But do you do anything purposely to protect yourself and close this gate? Like when you go out of your house, you lock it, no? You don't leave it open. You do something. Do you do that here? I don't think so. So this gate is open 24 hours. And the cybercrime danger is at your doorstep 24 hours. That is why I would rate this challenge as the biggest security challenge in today's world. But we have to deal with it. This danger, why does it become so dangerous? Why is the danger from the cyber world so dangerous as compared to the other dangers in life? The answer is very simple. The answer is that in the cyber world, you will never see the danger. It's an unseen threat. It's an unseen danger. And an unseen danger is more dangerous than a danger which you can see. Small example. I take a knife or take a weapon and I stand in front of you. Now you can see me. You can see the weapon. Nobody wants to get hurt without doing anything. You will do something about it because you can see the danger. You will fight with me or you will run away. It's called the fight or flee response. You'll do something, maybe you'll secure yourself. But suppose with the same weapon, I stand behind you. Then what will happen? You will see in front, you cannot see anything. You cannot know that I'm standing behind you and I have a weapon. But if I use the weapon, the damage is going to be the same. But you cannot do anything about it because you cannot see the danger. So which danger is more dangerous? Obviously the one behind. So unseen danger is more difficult than a danger which you can see because you cannot deal with it. In the cyber world, you will never see the danger. Everything will be great. Sit anywhere, call. Transfer any money. Book any ticket. Download any movie. Play any game. Make any friend in any part of the world. It's great. It's full of convenience. It's full of entertainment. Cyber world is great. But you cannot see the danger. That doesn't mean the danger is not there. It is there. The only problem is you cannot see it till it's too late. And as I told you, that too late may be too late because you may even end up losing your life. There's so many cases like that because people didn't see it coming and it happened and they could not do anything about it. So this unseen danger is what you have to deal with. It's a danger of a different world. That is why it is unseen. It is a danger of a different world. Remember that. We live in two worlds nowadays. This is the real world, real, actual, physical, this world around us. And this is also a world, cyber, digital, virtual. Which is the word connected with it? World. This world is different. We are born in this world. This world is different. We connect to this world. But this is also a world. And the dangers of this world are different. You cannot see them. And that is why they are many, many times more dangerous for us as policemen to deal with and for you as citizens to prevent it from occurring on you because you cannot see them. But still you have to deal with them. Still you have to secure yourself. Then what is the best way? See, I have 12 years experience in cybersecurity field. I have traveled all over the world and I have given lecture. I've gone to Japan, I've gone to Malaysia, UK, everywhere I have done this thing. So I have a cross-section of experience from all over the world. People write to me, people tell me, people call me. All types of crime, I know what is happening. And after all this analysis, from my experience, I will share with you the way you can deal with this unseen danger. The best way, and the only way I would say, is you have to change your mindset. What is a mindset? Mindset is a very vast thing. People think mindset is only sochna, thinking, your thoughts. No, sorry. Mindset is your action, reaction, attitude, behavior, instinct, thoughts, whatever. They all combine to make a person's mindset. Our mindset is for this world, real world. It is not for this world. This is a different world, as I said. Our mindsets are for this world. When you start putting these mindsets into this, then what's going to happen? Sooner or later, you're going to make a mistake. And then that mistake may cost you whatever I told you. So that mindset has to change. I can give you a lot of examples to tell you what I mean by mindset, but I don't have that much time here. So I will just leave you with this thought that your mindset needs to change. Changing mindset is not so simple. I know that. I say to you today, change your mindset, and tomorrow your mindset changes. It's not going to happen. I know it. You're born with this mindset. It's going to take time, but that doesn't mean you don't start. So next time you pick up your mobile, or next time you switch on your desktop or laptop, keep it in your mind, this world is different, this world is different, mindsets are different, right? But how do you change the mindset? The only way I see that you can change your mindset in the virtual world and become secure is only one. There is only one key to cybersecurity, according to me. In real world security, there are many ways. I am an officer of the field of security. It's my job. If any one of you comes and tells me, please secure me, I have danger in the real world, I have so many ways that I can secure you. Patrolling, checking, preventive arrest, surveillance, personal security. There's so many ways I can secure any one of you. But if any one of you comes and tells me, sir, I'm very insecure in the cyber world, do something, secure me. Can I do something? I cannot do anything. Whatever has to be done by you. I always say cybercrime is a crime of an individual and a device. Between your device and you, the crime which occurs is called cybercrime. Who does the things on this? You do it. So only you're going to do the right thing, and only you can do the wrong thing. So nobody can secure you in the cyber world except you. When will you do that? When will you change that mindset? Where is that one key to cyber security? There is only one key, as I said. It is not the best way. It is the only way. And that way, according to me, is awareness. Your awareness is your alertness, is your security. There is no other way. Nobody can do it, only you can do it. And what is awareness, friends? Awareness is knowing things well, and then doing those things. Not only knowing. I have seen people who feel that I know many things, so I am aware. Sorry, if you know things, you are knowledgeable. But when you put it to use, you are aware. Example, driving a two-wheeler, motorbike. Many people do it. Everyone knows that wearing a helmet or wearing a seat belt in a four-wheeler is good for your own security. Nobody is there in the world who says, oh, I don't know why to wear a helmet, I have no idea. Is there anybody like that? Nobody. Everyone knows. But still there are so many people who don't wear it. So they are knowledgeable, they know, but they are not aware. So awareness is different from knowing. Knowing and doing is awareness. So even in cybersecurity, it is your awareness which will secure you. Knowing and doing. And doing when? Doing every time, not sometime. See, security, according to me, I say security is a habit. It's not a choice. When you go out of your house, you lock your house every time, not sometimes. Because you don't know when the thief is coming or not coming. Today, आज तो चोरों की छुट्टी है तो आज कोई नहीं आएगा तो मैं खुला छोड़ देता हूँ. ऐसा नहीं होता. हम हर बार बंद करते हैं. आदत है ना. Similarly, in the cyber world, you never see the threat. So people do some things sometimes securely and sometimes they don't because they don't see. Sometimes they accept a friend request from an unknown person. Sometimes they don't. That is absolutely zero security because you don't know which one is the threat. So if you are not going to accept friend requests from unknown people, then you have to do it every time. So make this a habit, not a choice. So be aware, be alert, be secure. Awareness, knowing, doing every time. That is the mantra which will save you in the cyber world. There is no other way. I've gone to so many sessions. After the session, last time I had gone to Gujarat, one girl came up to me and she told me, sir, I wish I had heard you 15 days back. Because if I had heard you, then I wouldn't have been subject to the crime which I have been, phishing. So awareness is the only way, and it's your awareness. Be aware, be alert, be secure. So awareness is the key. So I'm going to talk about a very important aspect of awareness, which will secure you from a very big problem. That's one aspect which I'm going to speak to you about before I finish. That aspect is very important. I always say cyber world is a double-edged weapon. Double-edged. You're walking a razor's edge when you are in the cyber world. What do I mean? I mean that when in the real world, if you make a mistake in this world, then you become victim of a crime. Somebody can do a crime on you, okay? But suppose in the cyber world you make a mistake, then obviously you can become a victim. But I have seen cases in which people have made a mistake by mistake and become criminals by mistake. So you can become an offender as well as a victim. Double-edged weapon. So you have to protect yourself from both preventing crime on you and by mistake becoming a criminal yourself. That is the big challenge of cyber world. And I have seen many cases like that in which people have become criminals by mistake or offenders by mistake. And only one reason which I have seen, which is common in all these cases. That reason is people don't know the difference between communication and social networking, which we do all the time in the virtual world. Social networking is a very, very big obsession with especially youth, with especially children, with everyone except, but especially with these groups. So they don't understand the intricate difference. As a result, they are becoming offenders by mistake. So you better see, if you don't understand the difference between communication and social networking, you're making a mistake. And on basis of that, if you do something in the virtual world, which is in the sphere of a mistake, then actually you made a mistake by mistake. But by mistake is also a mistake. There is no law in the world, and there will be no law enforcer like us in the world who will tell you that you have made a mistake by mistake, you have broken the law of the land. No problem, you didn't know, say sorry, don't do it next time. It's not going to happen. If you make a mistake by mistake, you break the law of the land, it is still a mistake and you will be punished for it. So what's the best way? You don't make that mistake. So when will you not make that mistake? You will not make the mistake when you know the law. In India, the cybercrime law is called Information Technology Act. It is in this act where it is written what is right, what is wrong, what you have to do, what you have to don't do. That is written in that law. Most of the people in this room will not even know the name of this act. So if you don't know the name, then it's very difficult to know what's written in that, of course. So knowing the law is sometimes a big challenge for children, for elderly. So many people, you cannot know the law. It's a challenge, though you should. I'm a police officer. I would always feel you should know the law in the area in which you operate. I would like that. But it's a challenge. I accept that. So when that's a challenge, then what is the other option left to you? Then you know the difference between communication and social networking so that you don't make that mistake by mistake. I will tell you the difference today. See, all of you know it, but we sometimes don't concretize those ideas in our mind, and we keep making that mistake every time, okay? So the main difference between communication and social networking is what? Communication is with those people you know, or with those people you want to communicate with. Social networking, on the other hand, can be with anyone in this world. Only the person should have access to internet, maybe. You may not know that person. You may not want to communicate or come in contact with that person, but you will still come in contact with that person. That is social networking, and that is a very big difference. It is not a small difference. I'll just give you a small example to say what I mean. Suppose I, as a person, am speaking against some individual, some institution, some system. Just मान लीजिए, I'm speaking against some. Speaking means I'm calling someone and saying these things. I'm emailing some people these things. I'm collecting 10 people and discussing such things. What is this? This is communication. Now, what are the features of this? First of all, I know these people. That's why I can call them and talk to them, ring them up, or maybe email them. I know them. Second feature, I want to say these things to these people. That's why I'm saying it. First, I know them. Then I actually want to say these things. That's why I'm saying it. Third feature, they are like me. They are people of my contact list. You know, they are people known to me. So maybe they have the same mindset as me. They may agree with me. Yes, you're right. This person is very bad. This institution is very bad. Maybe. But suppose the same thing I like, share, forward, or post online in the virtual world. Then what's going to happen? Then it can go around and reach any person who may not agree with me. You know, you have said this about this person. You're wrong. You have defamed him. You've sent this person this thing about some religion. You're wrong. There's so many sections under that. And that person then goes and reports what I have liked, shared, forward, and posted. And what I have done is against the law of the land. Then what's going to happen? Action is going to be taken against me. Then I cannot say that I was not talking to you, I was talking to him. You heard it by chance, we forget it. That's not going to happen. So you have to do social networking very responsibly. That's what I say. It is not communication with like-minded people, because it can go anywhere and you can get into great trouble. I'll give you a case study so that you understand even better. There's a district in Madhya Pradesh which he is referring to, Khandwa. Khandwa is a district in which some time back, one person posted some content against some religion on Facebook. As a result, there were riots in Khandwa. 2 people were killed. Many were injured. Many police officers were injured. A lot of technology like proxy server and then not get caught. But that's not possible. Caught he did get. Because there's no technology, it cannot be traced and tracked. Anyway, that's what he thought. Then that proxy was from Slovakia. We wrote to that proxy, told them the incident, asked for the IP address. They gave us the IP address. The person was caught. He was from Khandwa itself. After he was caught, I didn't talk to him that, why did you do this? This happened, such a big mishap occurred. Why did you do it? But even you can think, why would a person do such a small act which could create so much trouble? Trying to show his greatness, making a name for himself, trying to get some fame, small time fame, something like that. Or in somebody else's instigation, do it, it'll be good fun. Maybe he did it just for that. And see what he caused. And he thought, I'll get some new technology and I will not get caught. But caught also, he got. And then his trial took place in court. And he was found guilty and he was punished, sentenced. You know for how long? He was sentenced for life imprisonment. Why? Because that person didn't even know the law. There's a law in the IT Act, 66F, that is cyber terrorism. It says that if you transmit anything in the virtual world which causes terror in society, you are liable to cyber terrorism What he did caused terror in society. Many people died. There was a lot of people damage to property. A lot of people got injured. There was so much distress in the public because of curfew, terror. He was found liable to that, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment. Just tell me one thing. If this person knew that what he was going to do is going to cause all this, and then whatever he does, he will still get caught. And if he gets caught, he will all his life in jail. Do you think he would have done it? If he had something here, I'm sure he would have not done it. But he did it because he thought he was just communicating with people. He thought he will just do something like this. 400 or 500 people will read it. They will be very happy, like-minded people. They will come and cheer him up. Well done, very good actor, very nice. And the thing will be over. He did not know this is social networking, and the whole city will come up in flames. And he himself would end up where all his life. This is the problem of not understanding the difference. The last example I'll give you before I finish, this was the extreme case, life imprisonment. You cannot be worse than that, but there are many things in the middle. There's another very infamous case. It was called boys' locker room case. This occurred in Delhi some years back in a very famous school. Now, what happened in this case? There was 6 boys of that school, 10th standard, 16-year-old, and they used Instagram like all youngsters do. They formed a group in Instagram, which they called Boys Locker Room. In that, what were they doing? They were making fun about the girls who used to study with them. Obscene remarks also, they were sharing with each other in that group. Now, many people do it. That's part of growing up. Boys do it, girls do it, but they talk to each other, communication. But this was what? This was social networking. And then they went a step further. Then they started even taking the photographs of these girls and morphing them, making them obscene and sharing with each other. For them, it was a joke. But then one of the photos leaked. It reached one of the girls. She showed it to her parents. The parents reported to the school. The school reported to the police. And then it went to the media, and it became headline news. It became such a big news. Case was registered against these boys. They were arrested publicly, right? And then there was a change in law after the unfortunate incident of Nirbhaya. Nirbhaya was the thing which happened, which all of us know. Many new laws were brought for women's security, and many laws were modified. One of the laws modified then was that if a minor's deed is so brutal that it cannot be considered a minor's deed, so he will be or she will be tried as an adult. That is one of the modifications brought about, because one of the accused was a minor in that unfortunate incident of Nirbhaya. Anyway, these boys were tried under that new provision. Where did it go? They were just trying to have fun, right? But they were doing it in the wrong place. They should not do it anyway, but they were doing it in the wrong place. And that was social networking. It was not with like-minded people, and see what happened. So I would suggest to you, because all of us are doing social networking all the time, we must know the difference. It's not communication. Do things responsibly, so that, the whole world, in India also, the whole world is being torn apart. Societies, communities, nations, families are being torn apart rapidly because of irresponsible social networking behavior of the citizens. Please don't become part of that. Please do it responsibly so that everyone else can remain at peace, and even we can remain at peace. Now, that would be my message for today. I hope you understand, because we are doing it all the time. So that one mistake can cause a lot of problem for others as well as for us. So do it very responsibly so that we are at peace, the world is at peace, and we are always looking forward and moving forward. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir, for important information on residuary subjects about all attacks coming from side of cyber criminals.